welcome to Attic Raiders Retro Reviews, where tonight we're delving into the world of magic and mystery as we take a look at a strategy game where not everything is quite as it appears. Join us as we look at RUBIK'S Illusion. RUBIK'S Illusion was released in 1989 by Matchbox and is a two-player strategy game for ages 8 and up. The name RUBIK'S Illusion refers to the Hungarian sculptor and professor of architecture Erno Rubik, who famously invented the magic cube, or Rubik's Cube as it was later rebranded in 1974. Rubik's Cube saw international release in 1980, going on to become a cultural icon of the 80s and the world's best-selling puzzle game and best-selling toy to date. The Rubik's name was trademarked and held by 7 Towns Limited and is used here by Matchbox under license. What that actually means is that Erno Rubik didn't actually have anything to do with this game, it instead being designed by Joe Dibley and Mark Ducati. The box you see here is not the original packaging that RUBIK'S Illusion was released in. It would have had a cardboard box twice the size, sporting some rather trippy black and white optical illusions and a nicely drawn colourful jousting knight, who incidentally has absolutely nothing to do with the game. The thing is, as you can see, the game is completely self-contained, rendering the outer cardboard box unnecessary, so in most cases you'll find that that's missing when it's being sold. The back of the box features a bit of hype about the Rubik's Cube and lots of vague mention of the illusory nature of the game, but no picture of the game itself or any real mention of how to play it or what you're getting. Everything is left rather mysterious, just like the best magic tricks. So, what's actually inside the box? How do you play? And what's the secret to RUBIK'S Illusion? Let's take a closer look and find out. RUBIK'S Illusion comes in this really solid 2-piece plastic game box. It's made by Matchbox. You can see their logo here, and Matchbox are well known for making die-cast and plastic cars, so you know that this plastic is going to be really good quality. It's nice and thick and it's not going to break easily. This plastic container here in 2 parts slides up like this, and it contains everything you need for the game. The bottom grey game board piece here has got 32 rectangles on it in a 4x8 grid. Most of them are grey, but we've got this single line here of black rectangles, and we've got some notches here so that the lid stays put. The black lid piece is actually going to be used for the game, because when we put it up on its side, it's actually got a mirror in the base here, which is going to be an integral part of the game, because when the box talks about working on an illusionary board, it's actually talking about a board which is a mirror reflection. The illusionary board is the board that appears in the mirror. We've got 20 game tiles which are going to be shared between the 2 players. We've got red game tiles and we've got yellow game tiles. One player is going to get 5 red game tiles like this. One player is going to get 5 yellow game tiles like this. And then here's the interesting bit. Each player is also going to get 5 game tiles which have got both colours on them. These ones here are ridged. Well, they're all ridged, but some of them are ridged just with yellow, some of them are ridged just with red, and some of them are ridged yellow and red like this. So depending on the angle that you're looking at it, it changes colour from red to yellow, and this is where our illusion and the magic of this game is going to come into play. So to set up the game, we're going to take the black top piece, put it at a 90-degree angle to the bottom piece, and there's a little black lip here and here which allows that to slide in like this, so that it is now nice and firmly in position. And you can see, whereas we did have 32 rectangles on our game board. We've now got 64 rectangles on our game board because we're going to be playing on both the physical board and the virtual board. Once each player has been given their 5 game pieces of their own colour and 5 dual coloured pieces, then we're ready to begin. And you can see already that the dual coloured pieces, when they're here on the physical board, are one colour, but on the mirror section of the board are a different colour. Each player then takes it in turn to do one of 3 different actions. You can either place any of your pieces anywhere onto the black starting line, or you could slide any of your coloured pieces or any dual coloured pieces which are on the board as far as you like in any direction, either right or left, up or down, or indeed diagonally. The only thing is you cannot jump them over the top of other pieces which are on the board. Or your third option is that you can take any dual coloured piece, because once the dual coloured pieces are on the board, they can be used by anybody at all, and you can rotate it 180 degrees without moving it from that spot. That will change its colour both on the physical board but also on the mirror image board, and as they are both valid in the game, then that can be a winning move. Because as you can see here, although these ones on the physical board are all different colours, on the mirror board here, I have now got 5 in a row. And the object of this game is to get 5 of your colour in a row, whether it's on the physical board, the mirror board, or in fact moving from the physical through onto the mirror. To win, you must have 5 of your colour of tile in an unbroken line in any direction, horizontally like this here, or vertically like this, or diagonally. A very important thing to note though is that you can only win if you've got 5 and only 5 of your colour of piece in a row. So this line here, even though there are 6 reds here, would not be a winning combination because there's too many. It has to be only 5. So if you're using only your own colour of piece, then it's not going to be possible going vertically like this, because you're always, with a mirror reflection, going to end up having too many. In order to win going vertically like this using the mirror reflection, you're going to have to use a dual piece, at least one of them, and because then and only then will you be able to get 5 in a row instead of 6 like this. Having to use the game pieces in the mirror reflection in order to win most games really is quite mind-bending. When you're taking a piece and turning it in order to get a line of 5, it really does take a lot of mental agility and thinking about what pieces are dual-sided, which pieces are solid colour, and what it's going to look like if you rotate a piece. But if you can get your mind around that, then it really is great for strategizing, and this is a really fun and interesting game. This is a really nice little 2-player strategy game with a really interesting gimmick that I've never seen before. Definitely you get mirrors in some board games, though it is quite rare. For example, Mysteries of Old Peking does use a mirror in order to reveal some of the clues, but I've never seen mirrors used in this way, ever. Combining them with the game pieces with that accordion fold, which allows each piece to be dual colours depending on whether you're looking at it from the physical real world side or from the illusory mirror side, is really interesting, and it makes for some really nice gameplay. It does take a little while to get your head around things. The pieces are all really well made and the rules are simple. You can pick this up really quickly and it's easy to teach and play. but there's also quite a bit of thinking involved once you get going. As I said, most of these are missing the larger outer cardboard box, but you really don't need that. This will easily go onto a shelf just as it is, and it'll be quite safe with the contents. If you want the outer box, it is definitely going to cost you more, but like this, in this form, it's going to be pretty cheap and it's well worth picking up. This is definitely one that I would recommend. Well, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. If you have, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time with more vintage games on Attic Raiders Retro Reviews.